Welcome back to Football Talk Central. I'm your host PJ, and this Wednesday was signing day in the college football community. I'll go over some of the top prospects and tell you where they signed. Plus, we'll go over which schools scored big and which schools got the leftovers. All that and more on Football Talk Central.
How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? How now? Oh, we're back? Shoot, we're back.
Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody, to Football Talk Central. Again, I'm your host PJ, and YouTube, thank you for not canceling me. We had a lot of complaints last week about, I don't know, stupid stuff. But no media has contacted me yet. I'm waiting on you, ESPN. Come on, next Stuart Scott right here. All I've gotten were freaking emails galore from local bands who need drummers. I don't even drum. These people are crazy. Anyway, like I said, that tapping was a nervous tick thing, and I promise it'll all go away because I took my meds. Just kidding. Well, at least it's not what the chocolate rain guy. I don't do what the chocolate rain guy does, because if I did, that would be just weird. It's like, football talk. I eat pretzels, Tony Romo. That's football talk. Brady Quinn likes to collect shiny rocks. He's on day. He's so crazy. Anyway, we have some quick NFL news to get to before we get to the college football stuff. First of all, Ralph Wilson, owner of the Buffalo Bills, I did that with my fingers, hinted on moving his franchise to the 5th largest sports market in North America. Can you guess what it is? No, not LA. No, not Chattanooga. It's actually Toronto, Canada. Our good friends up north. He already agreed on playing one game a year in the city, starting next season through 2012. Although he declined to give a direct answer, he did say, "It's no secret that Buffalo is diminishing in size and is struggling economically." Now, if you're thinking, but how could the National Football League play in another country? It's not the International Football League. No, dummy, it's not. And the NBA isn't the International Basketball Association either. And the American League in baseball, it doesn't hold the Toronto Blue Jays for nothing. You know, you get the point. But Wilson describes Toronto as it's like Dallas, but a little bit colder. And if the MLB and the NBA could have a franchise up there, the NFL could do just as well. Now, Canada is full of NFL fans, and I'm not talking about Argonauts, because those 150-yard fields, they're intimidating. Terrell Owens would cry if he saw that. If I were Wilson, I'd rename the team the Toronto Blizzard, because I really don't want to hear the Toronto Bills, Giants defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo spoke with the Redskins organization today after that Super Bowl performance by the Giants. If they don't sign him, I'd question Dan Snyder's management abilities, because 1, Spagnuolo knows the NFC East, 2, he really knows the Giants, and 3, I don't know, his defense kind of stifled the best NFL offense in history. Former Falcons head coach Jim Mora has agreed to take over the Seahawks head coaching job once Holmgren retires in 2008. Let's see, what else? After 31 years, HBO will cease production of Inside the NFL. This does not mean the show will end, since it's owned by NFL Films, which is a phenomenal company, by the way. It can make that mud bowl between the Steelers and the Dolphins look phenomenal. It just means that it won't air on the cable movie network, so you'll probably see it on ESPN or something. And we got one more story coming out of the college world. Ryan Mallett. If I can find it here, there we go. Ryan Mallett, one of the 2 blue chip quarterbacks from last season, eventually signed with the Michigan Wolverines, is fighting the NCAA to allow his transfer and make him eligible to play with the Arkansas Razorbacks. Now, Mallett, being a pocket passing quarterback, knows that he wouldn't fit in the new Rich Rodriguez's system, because Rodriguez, of course, the ex-head coach of the West Virginia Mountaineers, who fled right before the team's bowl game, runs an offense more suitable for a mobile quarterback. Am I hungry? I don't know. Like Pat White or #1 recruit Terrell Pryor. Hear that, Pryor? Michigan. Which leads us right into signing day. In retrospect, signing a 5-star recruit is what some would call the holy grail for college coaches, programs, and the fan base. These 5-star athletes have elite schools on their hands and knees promising great things, hoping they'd side with them. Let's take a look at some of the top 5-star players in the country and see where they landed on signing day. The #1 ranked player coming out of high school is Terrell Pryor. Now, right now, he's looking at Ohio, Michigan, and Penn State. Since Mallet exited Michigan and Rodriguez is there, I suggest Pryor, you think about being a Wolverine, because, you know, according to this, you're 6'6", 235 pounds, and you run like Vince Young. So if you run like Vince Young, if you have that type of body frame, you'd be perfect. Come on, dude. Do it. Daquan Bowers, defensive end, signed with Clemson. Mike Adams, offensive line, signed with Ohio. We have Julio Jones, a wide receiver, the best wide receiver coming out of high school, signing with Nick Saban in Alabama. Patrick Johnson, signs a defensive back, signs with LSU. Darrell Scott, a running back, signs with Colorado. Marcus Forston, a defensive tackle, signs with Miami. The U, not Ohio. How deceiving. It's like University of Phoenix Stadium. There is no University of Phoenix. It's an intangible college. Baker Stuycooler, an offensive lineman, signed with Nebraska. AJ Green, a wide receiver, signed with Georgia. Will Hill, nice name, rhymes. He's a scrambling quarterback, but he's going in as an athlete, which means he's probably going to be a defensive back or a wide receiver. Signed with Florida. Matt Khalil, the little brother of the other Khalil, plays for USC. He's an offensive lineman, signed with USC. Listen up, people. Since YouTube only allows 10-minute video clips, I'm going to segment this right about now, and part 2 will be up right after this one. So, check it out.